From saints to symbols and ancient myths, this quiz explores the roots of love. Let's begin. Which bow-wielding cherub symbolizes romantic love in Western art? Cupid. What simple shape represents love on cards and emojis? The heart. Which flower is most strongly associated with Valentine's Day? The red rose. What pastel sweets carry tiny printed messages each February? Conversation hearts. What abbreviation of hugs and kisses appears in love notes? XOXO. What color trio dominates traditional Valentine imagery? Red, pink, and white. What is Cupid's Greek counterpart called? Eros. Who is Cupid's mother in classical myth? Venus. To which love goddess are roses often linked? Aphrodite. In Victorian floriography, what do red roses typically signify? Deep love or passion. What February 13th celebration for Friends was popularized by TV? Galentine's Day. What age-old term refers to the love note itself? Billet doux. Which flower color symbolizes friendship or joy? Yellow. Which bird pair symbolizes fidelity in art? Mandarin duck. Historically, what did the X in XOXO represent? A kiss. What Latin name for personified love appears in art history? Amor. Which ancient plant seed pod may have inspired the heart shape? Silphium. What Middle Ages ring conveyed love with engraved phrases? A posy ring. What small hand-tied bouquet is also called a tussie-mussy? A nosegay. Which Greek myth of doomed lovers inspired later romance tales like Romeo and Juliet? Pyramus and Thisbe. In Roman myth, who did Cupid fall in love with? Psyche. Saint Valentine is patron of lovers and which buzzing group? Beekeepers. What does the O in XOXO traditionally stand for? A hug. Which Greek god of marriage is often depicted carrying a torch and wearing a veil? Hymen. What East Asian myth describes an invisible thread connecting destined lovers? The red string of fate. In flower language, what does forget-me-not symbolize? True love and faithfulness. Which famous saint is the Welsh patron of lovers celebrated on January 25th? Saint Dwynwen. What type of bird is named after the Greek word for love due to its pair bonding? The lovebird, Agapornis. In Roman art, what is a Cupid's bow referring to on a person's face? The double curve of the upper lip. Which Victorian jewelry featured a miniature painting of only a lover's eye? Lover's eye jewelry. Which Norse goddess of love and beauty rides a chariot pulled by cats? Freya. What fruit was historically known as the love apple in Europe? The tomato. According to floriography, what does a purple lilac represent? The first emotions of love. Which Roman god of the wild was honored during the fertility festival of Lupercalia? Faunus. What does a love knot with no beginning and no end symbolize? Eternal love. In myth, why is Cupid often shown wearing a blindfold? To show that love is blind. Which plant symbolized love and fertility for ancient Druids? Mistletoe. Cupid's arrows had opposite effects. What did they do? Spark love or repel it? What buzzing insect joins lovers under St. Valentine's patronage? Bees. What underworld river represents hatred, the opposite of love? Styx.